So what's going on? What is going on? Yeah. So we're gonna do another video here. Throw it up on the YouTube. So made another phone call to governor's office here in Arizona. There's been a string of jobs that I have lost, and it's the Democratic Party that's involved. A lot of old Nazi, communist looking, real just dumb, ugly people, man, that just need to get their asses handed to them, literally. And like, they're old pieces of crap trash. So, you know, I expressed to Ms. Hobbs, a secretary, I spoke to her for a while. It was very annoying because there's like a lot of background noise going on that was pissing me off when I'm trying to have a serious conversation with her, you know. And I'm like, listen, I stopped by the state capitol. I want to drop off a letter, and like, you know, I was threatened by some state troopers saying some dumb crap that were there, and then the security guards were just acting very dumb and stupid while I was there. And I was like, hey, I got this letter, I just want to drop it off here. And like, oh, we don't allow that, and like, why are you here? And like, just a bunch of attitude, right? And then I told him, I said, you know, we really don't appreciate, like, you know, seeing the Ukrainian flag at the Arizona Capitol, because that's like a real big deal to me. You know, a lot of the politicians and these people, you know, they knew that they were going to go to war through Ukraine over 15 years ago. Everything's planned 15, 20 years ahead of time. If they're going to go to war against this country or that country, it's not like they're going to decide in 5 years. No, it's things have already been planned, right? And I told him, I said, you know, that's just, even if it was Governor Ducey that was part of doing that, putting up the Ukraine flag. You know, I think I said this in the past, that Ukrainians were part of killing Christians off, black, white, Mexican, all the way from Maine to Alabama, Florida, to even here in Arizona or Washington State. You know, they've been bringing these Nazis over because there's whole divisions of them. It's already been proven by multiple nations that have been inside Ukraine, that these Ukrainian troops were wearing the swastika. They had little banners, doing all the Ukrainian crap. I think most of them are wiped out by now. Most of the hardcore Ukrainian neo-Nazis are gone. And Department of Homeland Security and the NSA, they were bringing these guys over, and they would assassinate entire families. I guarantee you, there's all kinds of families that are dead here in America because of these Ukrainian troops that they were bringing over. And they're training some real hardcore Ukrainian troops, man. It wasn't like you're not going to start a war with Russia and not train at least 1,000 of them to be Ukrainian special forces. They're not going to do that. You're not going to sit there and hand off $80,000 anti-tank missile or anti-aircraft weapons to just, you know, some guys that decided to join the Ukrainian forces to protect their land, which they should. Don't get me wrong on that. Yeah. I mean, imagine if the politicians would have just left everything alone. Yeah, okay, Russia came back and they took the Crimea Peninsula. And according to history, that was one of Russia's very first Navy ports ever, historically speaking. So it has some sort of value to them. Then it belonged to several other countries. Then it went back to Ukraine. So it's been traded, you know, and Russia went in there and they decided to take it. And then they decided to protect all the Russian-speaking people that were in eastern Ukraine, and they set up shop there. And then that's where, you know, that's where it all started, right? But anyways, getting back to what I'm saying, you all know what the deal is. I mean, you can look it up for yourself. Calling the governor's office here, you know, makes me angry that there's foreign families here that are more successful than American military guys. I don't care if you're Mexican, if you're from India, if you're Somalian, if you're Arab. We got a lot of rich Arab families that come over here from various countries: Jordan, Turkey, Oman, Qatar. They fly over here. they have hundreds of businesses, or they ship stuff around. They just have stuff. They've always been involved in America. So, you know, you people need to learn not to overstep your boundaries here in the United States. This is not your Arab lands. This is American lands, sovereign lands. You know, I continue to go to this casino here. A lot of these Native American people here want to have a stupid attitude about it, because I guess they're supposed to, you know, take out the military bases here in America, because now they have some casino money rolling in. And even one lady, she was walking around here in a parking lot one day, and very cute lady. I mean, very business cute. I probably would have married her, really. It said something about me being on the wrong side. You know, I've received death threats from cops on my reservation, especially after I talked to the Secret Service and some other people about families being murdered and disappeared off in our resort and casino, which I made some real big accusations, man. When you start doing that, that's just being true. And so none of these Indians down here should be acting this way towards me. You know, it's making me very angry. All of this is making me very angry. That's why I'm putting this on YouTube. Somebody hacked my phone late at night. The other night, I caught them doing some type of psyops. They were talking to me. I've caught them before, long time ago. Or if you leave your television on, somebody will hack into your television, and they'll try to, like, hypnosis. That's basically what it is. That's what they do. So now every night I shut my phone off. Yeah, that's what I do every night now. So you wouldn't think they're doing that to you, but they're probably doing that to you. You know, you wonder why some of these kids or people, they go off on some type of rampage or go to school and shoot up a bunch of their fellow kids because they get angry about the littlest thing. But maybe somebody from Department of Homeland Security, or maybe somebody from a foreign military dumb, like maybe in UK or Germany or China or Russia, if they can do it, they try to psychologically mind program your kids or these people to go on these rampages. I mean, imagine if you did that every night. Somebody sets their phone down right there and they're going to sleep, and somebody gets on, just like clockwork, and they work on this person and try to psychologically mind train them to go on that rampage. And then in their subconscious mind, they do stuff. They send people through society that will go find them, and they'll push them in that direction and keep pushing them in that direction. And they do that type of stuff. You know, our tribe had one of the worst school shootings in like tribal history, I think, so far. I don't know. I haven't heard of any more stories where a kid from the reservation went to school and, you know, took out 6 or 7 of his fellow students. And then it took a long time later for a bunch of the other kids to say that there was an off-duty cop running off the campus that day in Marysville, Washington. And we believe he's probably from Saudi Arabia or an Arab country that was planted here to be part of that. And I really mean that. I already knew a long time ago when it happened that it was the cops that were involved, because they're all about that. And that's very screwed up, because now all those kids are gone. They would have been probably by now in their early 20s for sure. Some of them probably would have already had their own kids, but now they're never going to. They're never going to. They're gone, right? Can't bring them back. But it's the fact that they did this knowingly. The casino, the executives, they're all a part of this. They knew that was going to happen. And that's from Tulalip, Washington. So I don't know why these people in this casino, or this lady, whoever she was, with her crap attitude, saying, oh, well, he's on the wrong side. I'm on my own side. I'm on my own side. You know, if there's 20 guys from different foreign countries and different foreign special forces that want to be against me, then I'm on my own side. And you know, that's 20 guys that are going down. I mean that, seriously. So I've asked for some help with this. You know, today I was going around some quick trips, doing some window cleaning, and there was a group of guys there who said, you know, we don't give a F if they were trying to assassinate some people from the Trump family. So I'm asking for help to deal with that. That's coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the corporate office. They're part of doing that. Here we go again. right? Here we go again. I've been saying this for years, and you don't teach them a lesson to figure out that they need to stop their crap attitude that way. They don't need another 17 quick trips. They need to be taught a lesson to never act that way again. Sitting there just cleaning some damn windows and they want to have an attitude problem today. So that makes me mad, dude. It really makes me mad. And then I'm going to finish it out. You know, there's been some girls that have been causing my problems. And they're making me very mad. I'm very mad. And they know who they are. So we'll see. I had a couple of chicks talking to me, and now they've gone silent. One of them's been like my own little long-term investigation to see where it would lead to. I think I know I was talking to multiple people just by the different paragraphs. I mean, you can sit there, you know how somebody writes, and when you start having paragraphs that are different from what was 4 or 5 months ago, you know somebody different is texting you or writing to you. And there's another girl from California, associated with some very rich families, and I don't know what that's about. I was just trying to be, a friendly person, but if it's them that are trying to do something strange, then we'll just see where that leads to. Because I'm very angry at billionaires right now, all over the globe. There's billionaires in California, there's billionaires here and there. I've had to deal with these people, and money doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want to do. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want to do. So that's today's message. And a lot of Ukrainian troops have been wiped out. Serious stuff has happened over there, and this has all been planned. But you don't reserve the right to bring Ukrainian guys over here and give them American names, or let them ride around in a cop car, or let them show up on people's front doorsteps trying to murder them or disappear them or threaten them. You got your own country. There should not be no guy from Ukraine should be here in America. None. There's one working here at the casino. Very stupid. Says stupid comments. He should get on a flight tonight and go fly to the nearest country there and grab a machine gun and put on a helmet and go to war for his country. Instead, he's going to be over here at this little Native American casino with his damn attitude. And I seriously mean that. That's funny. Because you brought a lot of them over here that way. People keeps. I know I seen Poroshenko here. He was at one time part of the Ukrainian leadership. Very, very rich family. There's several families that are very rich. Over there they call them an oligarch or whatever, but they're just rich people. And I don't know what happened. Some Ukrainians and some people were saying he's gone, he's dead, he's been assassinated. Maybe they sent some Russian hit team over here and finally took him out. They're probably going after Zelensky in Florida or California or Maine or Michigan. I don't know where he has his house. Somewhere, he's got to have a house here. Maybe in Canada he's hiding somewhere. Sure he goes to Ukraine. I mean, he's the president of Ukraine, so he's probably in the area when he needs to be, but then he'll fly over here and he probably has a few houses. So I'm more than certain that they're gonna take him out soon, and just whatever. But I don't appreciate it. I'm sitting here and this stupid ass car's light's been going off. Pretty sure it's some organ plates. Yeah, just been flashing since I started talking. Because I'm not stupid. So that's my message today. I'm mad about some stuff. I should have got a settlement from my tribe I left very angry voicemails to the Secret Service. I found out that there was some boys from San Jose and some boxers from Las Vegas that were part of stealing my Fuji MMA gear bag. And I don't have to name names, but you know, you're not Muslim and you're not Arab and you run around with your crap attitude, and if you want to fight about it, I'll knock you out and 20 of your best friends, man. And I wish for it to happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I told you. You stole something that belonged to me. A bunch of families were involved, and it was in Malibu when I went on my Turkey Day run, and some people up on the mountainside were talking about it because I was getting ready. I was putting on my shoes, putting on my little gear, and they said something about what I had, and they're just talking about it. And I was like, who are these people, man? Because they have their little cults over there in California, even in Beverly Hills. And I don't appreciate you. I know you're gonna watch this. We're getting sick and tired of you people. And I told you that. Even Tyrese says that there's something very sick going on with Hollywood about scripting in demon and Satan and all this evil stuff. And he's getting real furious about it. Finally, the report came out, and he's like, I've had it, man. I can't believe this is going on. And the FBI shouldn't allow that to happen. They should detain all of these Hollywood writers and these directors that are part of promoting that. And I told you that they are dangerous people and they should just be removed from society permanently. That are part of that. They just need to be removed from society permanently and taken down. That's how it's getting. So that's what I see too. But no, I'm mad. I told you I was going to find out who took my Fuji gear bag and my little stuff. And some people were talking about it over there in the F1 world. And I told them, I said, it's going to become an issue. They have a big attitude problem over there in the F1 world. And associated with some rich Arabs too. And I'm going to make an issue about it. You stole my Ferrari track pants that I ran in and I train in. I really took care of those. Those were mine. You stole my Giannis. You stole stuff that belonged to me. You stole my UFC Century gloves that I had. You know, my little MMA gloves. Didn't even use them. But you took what's mine. And that's what's going to be dealt with. And some boys from San Jose were involved too. So, whatever.